Hi guys, my name's Anston and I'm from Cupcake Heights. It's been a while since I've actually put a video up because I've moved places, I was busy with work and every other thing that came by. So I'm back again and I'll be starting off today with a very easy recipe. It's scones. So I'll be using dates in my scones and I'll be using soda instead of milk or any other component that you have in a traditional scone. So let's start. With the ingredients, we have 3 cups of self-raising flour. You can use self-raising cake flour or the normal flour we find here in our Coles and Woolies, and could be a different store in where you're from. I have a pinch of salt here. I have 1 cup of soda, but you can swap it to lemonade or any other soda you want, but not Mountain Dew or Coke. 1 cup of full-fat cream. You can use a low-fat version if you want. I have half a cup of dates. You can swap it to raisins or any dried food, but I would not recommend any wet fruit because you already have 2 wet components here and you don't want your mixture to be too wet. I have a knife that I'll be using to mix it together before I give it a small knead before I chuck it into the oven. I have my baking tray with my baking paper, my knife that I actually use to cut my dates up if you want to use a knife, and I have an egg ring. I don't actually have my sharp rings today, but you can use this to cut your circles out for you. So guys, I'm adding my soda into this. I'm just going to quickly look, you don't actually need to mix it, you just want to cut into your mixture. And probably I'll go another round. Don't worry if your mixture bubbles up, it's just doing its normal chemical reactions that it does with flour. And then add all your cream into it. So I'm a person who actually likes to get every little bit that's in there. You know, everyone tells me, oh, that's fine, it's just a little bit, but hey, when it comes to baking, you need to make sure you get everything that you've measured right into your bowl. And then mix that through. This mixture is actually going to be very moist. It's going to be very airy because of your soda. You can already see how it's starting to air up and it's very light and fluffy. You're not going to add your dates in now. You'll be adding your dates when you're starting to knead it on your tabletop. I lightly floured my bench top, and as you can see, the mixture still has a bit of flour here and there because I didn't actually knead everything in properly. For me, the secret behind getting a nice and soft and moist scone is not to knead it way too much because you don't want to punch all the air out of it. So I'm just going to get this all together. Make sure you flour your fingers up a bit too because you don't want it sticking like how it's sticking to mine at the moment. I'd actually recommend putting the dates or your dried fruits now because you don't want to, as I said, be kneading it way too much. So I have my dough ready here. So I actually don't use a ruler like some people do, but I would flatten it out with my hand till probably around 1 centimeter. Because you need the dough to rise. So I'm now going to use my egg ring. Please make sure you actually don't twist it around when you're getting your scone out. You actually just need to push it in. As I said, I should have had my round ring, but I don't. I'm just using a normal egg cutter. Look. As you can see, you want your dough to still have those marks around because this helps in your dough to actually rise. If you actually twist it around, you're going to cover all that up and your dough is actually not going to rise properly. So I placed 6 onto my baking tray And I've kept some space because they're going to rise and they're going to grow, and when that happens I don't want everything forming into one massive scone. I brushed them with a bit of full cream milk because I wanted a bit of colour on the top of my scones. Pop it into your oven for around 10 to 12 minutes. Mine's a fan 4, so that's 200 degrees centigrade. And if you have a normal one, just put it in for around 220, and for around the same time, probably 10 minutes. So my scones are out now. I kept it in for 10 minutes first, and then I realised probably need another minute or two, so I left it in for like 11 minutes. So a perfect scone. A perfect scone should have that line all around it, where you can actually split it open, put your cream, put your jam, whatever you wanted, and eat. Thank you for watching my scones video. I was actually going through the clip of me making the dough before after I put my scones in, and I realised my voice was a bit like, "Hey, welcome to my video today." But yeah, my friends always tell me I have like a very manly voice in some of my phone calls and when I'm talking on videos. But yeah, sorry for my high-pitched voice of, "Hey, how are you today?" So yesterday I made a chocolate brownie recipe. It's not from the 21st century, I would say. It's from like the early 1900s. So if you watch Downton Abbey, or if you're a fan of Downton Abbey, you know how the old maids are around making all these desserts which are like very old school. So it's one of those recipes. It's a cross between a very fudgy 21st century brownie and a cake-like texture. It's just amazing because you can eat it with ice cream, you can just eat it with anything pretty much. So that's one of the other videos I'll be doing very soon, so just keep a lookout for that. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, do not forget to comment, like, and yeah, ask me any questions if you want to. See you later, bye.